Today marks the beginning of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence campaign. In this global movement, people from around the world come together to combat violence against women and girls in all settings. We must not tolerate any and all forms of violence against women and girls at home, at workplaces, and in public.
It has been 25 years since Mongolia joined the global movement, which raises awareness about the reality of gender-based violence and actively engage the public towards ending discriminatory gender norms and stereotypes that underlie the violence.
According to the National Gender-Based Violence Survey, 1 in every 2 Mongolian women has experienced violence perpetrated by an intimate partner at least once in their lives. Regrettably, at least 1 in every 3 survivors of physical and sexual violence believes that a man is justified in hitting his partner under certain circumstances.
1 in 10, that is 10.7% of all women reported having experienced sexual abuse before they were 15 years old. The most common perpetrators of violence and abuse were other family members, representing 29.5%.
A 2021 study by the Communication Regulation Commission and Mongolia Marketing Consulting Group revealed that 33% of children come across child sexual abuse material online.
Furthermore, according to the recent study conducted by National Human Rights Commission and International Labour Organization, 10% of women said they had experienced sexual harassment of some form at their workplaces.
We deplore these acts of violence, whether physical, sexual, psychological, or economic. We stand together to bring an end to violence against women and girls.
There is critical need to bring awareness of gender-based violence, focus on prevention, and support services for violence survivors. This has become even more urgent as Mongolia grapples with the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and economic downturn.
The significant spikes in the domestic violence cases recorded in Mongolia since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic have not subsided and remains a strong concern.
In the first 7 months of 2022, more than 6,600 domestic violence cases were reported to the police. It's a 19% increase from the previous years. Reports also show that over 95% of the perpetrators of domestic violence were men, which underscores the need for advocacy for positive, transformative masculinity for men and support for both men and women to stand against gender-based violence.
The eradication of violence against women and girls is a collective responsibility.
In addition to our continued efforts to support and protect the victims as well as ensure appropriate action against perpetrators, we need to focus due attention on prevention by facilitating access to survivor-centered and multi-sectoral activities,
and addressing root causes of gender-based violence by working closely with community to progressively transform the conditions that perpetuate violence against women and girls.
We will continue to provide capacity development support to state and non-state actors through training.
That this training will be on a comprehensive approach to gender-based violence, on prevention, risk mitigation, and response to disclosures and safe referrals.
We call on everyone to stand with women and girls to take firm action to end the violence.
The UN calls upon everyone in Mongolia, men and women alike, to recognize their role in ending gender-based violence.
By protecting all that's precious to you, the call to action for this year's 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence campaign in Mongolia.
We reaffirm our commitment to helping create a violence-free society where the rights of every woman and girl are respected and protected by all, today and every day and everywhere, in public, at home, and in workplaces.